last year, when you got thrown right into game one, that it wasn't too big for you, but did you have that feeling? I mean, looking back at it now, how ready do you thought you were to just get thrown into it like that?
Yeah, looking back on it now, it's a really crazy scenario. Going into that game, it kind of had to be a lot of stuff that happened for me to be put in that scenario, and unfortunately losing two guys in that game and being thrown in the fourth quarter of the first game I've ever dressed for in the NFL. It was pretty scary, but I was ready. It was a lot of fun, and get out there and experience it. And I think that really helped me going forward, and staying ready and being ready for everything else and all the other opportunities that came in that season. But having no preseason games and being thrown into that fire, first game of the season as a rookie, it was pretty eye-opening. But I think I handled it pretty well, and it was a good learning experience.
Veterans don't always look forward to the preseason, but not having it last year, how much are you looking forward to the preseason?
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to use this time and, the preseason. We got a lot of new faces up front, a lot of younger guys, trying to build these connections and just the chemistry and, getting everybody's fits right and being more comfortable with everybody. We got a lot of guys rotating around in and out everywhere. And, that just comes by reps. And you don't really know what you have till, there's live bullets and you're going against a different team. And then you can kind of see what you're made of and get you get comfortable a lot faster with the guys around you. So definitely looking forward to these preseason games coming up.
Hey, John, I don't know if I know anybody who likes a good mustache more than Aaron Rodgers. Is this like to try to impress him and get his good graces or what?
Oh, it was originally, I did it after OTAs and minicamp, and I was going back home. I got a place in Philly in the offseason, and my parents still live there. And I was going to do it to kind of make my mom mad, but she didn't really react to it. So I kind of just kept it out of spite. And I don't know, I kind of like it. I'll probably get rid of it maybe November-ish, grow the beard back, but I'm having fun with it right now.
Your dad had the goatee. Did he ever have a stash at all?
He did have a stash when I was in high school for kind of a Movember thing, but he was more of a goatee guy as well. Yeah.
So was there any point last year where guard finally started to kind of feel like home? I mean, what's the moment, I guess, that if there was one for you?
Yeah. The transition from college and my last 3 years in college, strictly playing tackle to playing guard. I mean, it's a different game. But, we had basically almost a month and a half long training camp last year, and felt comfortable in training camp. And getting into a real game, going against different teams is a little different. And I'd say definitely after the first game, and then I got in a little bit week 2 against the Lions, and that kind of set me up pretty well, and I felt comfortable anytime a number was called and going in there. And I think definitely after week 2, I really started feeling comfortable at guard, left and right side. So that set me up pretty well.
Would you be comfortable playing any of the 5 positions on the line?
Yeah. Right now, I kind of just going back and forth, both guard spots and center. Haven't really done too much at tackle, but I have played tackle in college. I haven't taken any reps at tackle since I've been here. But, I mean, you look at a guy like Elton, a guy that can do, he can play all 5 positions on the line. I feel like that's something I can do, but that's not really what we need. That's not my role in the team right now, so I'm just doing what they tell me to, sticking inside a guard.
What did COVID teach you last year with the fan restrictions on just how much having energy and people in the building means? And what will family night mean to you? I know it's not a game, but it's the first time you'll have seen a full house since you were at the big house.
Yeah, definitely. It was weird. Haven't seen a game with no people like that. Since I was playing middle school, Pee Wee football, all that stuff. We did get fans last year towards the end of the season. We played in the playoffs, and that atmosphere was pretty cool. And I can't even imagine what it's like, with the packed house on family night. I got some family coming in for this, and I'm really excited for them to see me out there. This is some of their first time seeing me play in Lambeau. So, even at practice, we didn't have anybody at practice last year, and the energy that the fans bring at practice, when they see a good play or something they like, it kind of fires you up, and it makes you want to keep working towards that and get it again.
Hey, John, I'm sure you're a total professional, and so is Ben, and so is Josh.
Yeah.
But at some level, are you struggling with the idea of being friends with a Buckeye? I think there was one play, I think Tom brought it up. There was a play where it was you on one side of Josh and Ben on the other with the ones. Is that, you getting along with that Buckeye okay, or how's that?
I've had some experience with the Buckeyes around here. We had Corey last year. Corey was a good sport. We had the same. Me and Corey had the same offensive line coach in college. It's kind of a thing. Talking to those guys, I went to Ohio State. I don't really have anything to say. I went 0-5 against them. I don't have much room. I don't have much room to talk. Josh is an awesome kid, though. Great guy. Good football player, and we joke about that stuff all the time. But me and Ben, we talk about it whenever we get some free time. But I try not to talk about it too much. It's kind of still a sore subject. But Josh isn't too overbearing with it.
How much work did you get at center last year in practice?
Last year in practice, I was the scout team center for I think about half the year, and then I'd try to rotate in at guard as much as possible. But once Jake went down on the IR last year, we didn't really have another natural center, so they kind of moved me in there in an emergency, and then I also just rotated through at guard whenever I could at practice. So I never really played center in a game before. I played a little bit early on in my career in college. I feel like it's just another thing you can, keep, just keep in your back pocket, and if worst comes to worst, you never know. What just happened in week 1, you lose 2 guys, you're trying to start scrambling to find the best 5 guys to put out there. So I think it's a good thing to just have.
And the fact you're working at it now, does that sort of maybe mean you did okay on the scout team and they saw something there? Or?
Yeah, I think that's a big thing with what Coach Steno likes. He likes, guys that can play all 3 interior positions. Just adds more to your value and gives him more of an opportunity to put the best 5 guys that he likes out there, and positions he feels comfortable with. So, just getting reps. It doesn't matter left guard, right guard, center. Just kind of building up that just recognition and game speed, and being able to transition well through them throughout the course of the game.
John, I'm sorry if this isn't how it works, just explain it to me. But, you guys draft Josh, but before that, we don't know what's going to happen at center with Corey leaving. Did Steno or anybody talk to you this offseason before Josh got picked that, hey, this might be the spot that you might be getting some work at, and this might be an opportunity for you? Did they tell you any of that sort of stuff, or is that not how this works?
Yeah, Coach Steno, he told me and a few other guys. He was always calling us, texting us, make sure that we're getting snaps in on our own in the off season. And then I was working out with a group of guys and group of offensive linemen back in South Jersey where I was working out, and we were working center, guard, and we had some tackles with us, so we were able to get a lot of work done in the off season. So it was just something I constantly did throughout the summer, and I stayed ready. And then we drafted Josh, and he's a natural center, and moving out to guard doesn't matter. Center, I like as long as I get out there and play, I don't care where they put me.
So you weren't going over to your parents' house and snapping to your dad, even with my quarterback or anything like that?
Nah, we weren't doing that. My dad was he was working for the league. He was working from home, going up and down from South Jersey to Manhattan. I don't know how he does it, but he keeps doing it.